All right, guys, let's do this. What up? It's JoJo on the radio. This is the iHeartRadio Countdown. LL Cool J, what the heck, dude?
JoJo, what's up, baby?
I think this is the first time I've talked to you in person.
I think
as far as like an interview, you know.
Yes, it is.
Had you on the phone once. It is cool to finally get you in the chair and just chat with you. Life must be, I'm guessing, like a 10 plus for you.
I'm real thankful, man. I'm having fun. I'm having a ball. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing what I love. No complaints, man. Putting the music out, new records, life. I'm great.
I hope you're good with compliments because, dude, you released radio in 85.
Yes.
And here we are in 2024.
Yeah.
No signs. The word slowdown has never. You are on fire more now than ever.
Yeah. What's
the secret? Like, what is the magic?
You got to love it. You got to do it because you love it. You got to do things because you love them. I didn't get into hip hop to try to be elite. I didn't get into hip hop to try to only make money and financial strides. It really was about loving art and loving to create and wanting my voice to be heard and being creative. So, when you do something and you really, really love it, you can ride the ups and downs, you can ride the peaks and valleys, and you can stay focused with your eye on the prize, which is, for me, sharing the art with the people. And also, in this particular go-round, I wanted to show people that it's possible for hip-hop artists to continue because, with hip-hop's short history of 50, 51 years, a lot of people, we're in this place where we're used to artists kind of disappearing and never coming back again. Or if they do come back, it's mediocre and there's no real cultural impact to whatever it is that they may be attempting to do in terms of music.
Right.
So I just wanted to show people that you can be, as long as you're creative, you can do that. And so, because a lot of times you hear, and not so much in other genres, but in hip-hop you hear, oh, this is a young person's game, or this is a young such and such game. But really it's not about age, it's about ideas. So it's not about old versus young, it's about old versus new. And what are you thinking about creatively? And what are you doing in terms of innovation? Are you trying to ride a wave? Are you trying to be a hack? Is it LL trying to impersonate every 14-year-old rapper he can find?
That's a big key there.
You know what I'm saying?
Are you or are you just following this or that trend?
Right, because to be a leader and then turn into a follower is really weird for the shepherd to like put a sheep's outfit on and start crawling behind the other sheep after he's been a shepherd for 30 years. It's like a little ridiculous. You know what I mean?
That is not happening.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I mean? I just decided like, let's do this. So, I got with QTip, worked on a new record, got great features on it. Everybody from Nas to Eminem to Snoop to, Busta Rhymes to, just different people, Sweetie, just to kind of give people a new offering and just make something that creatively made sense to me. And that's really the magic. The magic is the love. You got to love what you do.
That's a life lesson, not just in music or hip-hop, just in general.
Yeah.
The Force.
Yeah.
This album is out. First of all, why the title? There's a backstory there.
Because it stands for, it's an acronym.
Yep.
Frequencies of real creative energy. And it's also, it's Star Wars-ish in the sense that, it's like war-ish in the sense that like, it's that inner voice inside of you, that inner strength inside of you that's telling you to maximize your potential. It's the realization that each and every one of us are the hero in our own movie. We're all the heroes and the main characters in our stories, and you can bring that to life. You can bring whatever it is you want to fruition. You could do anything. You know what I'm saying? You can literally do anything you put your mind to, and I think a lot of times we kind of forget that, and it's me following my bliss, right? It's me following the thing that I really love to do. Like I'm not doing something for money. I'm not doing something not for money. I'm doing something that I love to do, and the rest of it takes care of itself. So it's like, that's the thing. It's like following your bliss and using that force, using that thing inside of you, that whisper, that thing that tells you to go get it. Because like in life, right, like people got two choices. Most people, you can either be, metaphorically speaking, you could be a baker or you could be a traveler, right? And, most people get pushed into being bakers. They get pushed into doing the thing that their parents think they should do, their aunt thinks they should do. My uncle was a dentist, or my aunt was my dad was a mechanic. Like whatever that thing is, they get pushed into that. When in reality, they have a calling that's telling them to travel, to go elsewhere, to pull them to go other places and do other things, and they don't always answer that call. And I think that that's the thing that kind of is the difference. That makes a huge difference because it makes you'll be happy. See, because we do so much thinking about commerce and the commercial considerations of everything in life that we forget. We almost kind of give ourselves permission to be happy later.
Let me ask you,
You know what I'm saying?
were you pushed into another direction? Obviously, you went the direction you wanted to, but was there a point where somebody was going, LL, you should be a doctor? Not that that'd be a bad thing, but were you kind of urged to go another direction at one point?
So I became a fan of hip-hop at 8 years old. It was the first tapes. This is before it was even on vinyl in New York. I was in Long Island. I'm from Queens, but I was in Long Island, the foster kids next door. I was getting the tapes from the Bronx. I was hearing stuff at 8 that, most people didn't, my chronological peers didn't hear till many years later. So that's why, we started Def Jam. I was 16. I had already been writing for, 7, 8 years at that point, or whatever it was, 5, 6 years at that point. So it's like being a fan at 8, growing into it, then starting to write. So I really, my granddad would say, oh, you're brilliant, you should be a lawyer, this and that, but I ain't care about that. I only loved hip-hop. That's the thing that I was exposed to. He gave me a guitar. I played it for 3 seconds and broke the strings, never fixed it. I was lazy, ridiculous, and just didn't care, and just loved to write rhymes and make beats and, DJ, and that's the thing I love. So me personally, I got the benefit of answering that voice inside of me early and paying attention only to that. And my mother was encouraged me in that area. And
Love that.
So that was a blessing.
Ella, I think you said this. Tell me if I'm wrong. You said you had to relearn to rap for this new album. What is
100%.
that? I mean, clearly you didn't have to relearn to rap, but what did you mean by that?
Well,
how's that even possible?
There's a bar, right? It's like you know how to.
Okay.
All right, you hear people say they know how to ride bikes, right?
But are you going to race in a BMX race and all that? Gotcha.
Yeah. Are you going to be up on the mailbox, and doing the thing on the, on the
Flipping there,
flipping and sliding down the stair railing and all of that. So I learned how to pop wheelies, so to speak.
Gotcha.
Just got better. Because look, generations change, and one of the mistakes that artists do as they mature, they start thinking they know everything, and they've seen it all and they've done it all, and they get very bougie and kind of blasé about the idea of practicing your guitar, or practicing on the drums, or practicing on your saxophone, or practicing on your clarinet, or whatever, your flute, whatever it is you do. So the same goes for writing rhymes. It's not just like, see, an artist can be a rapper, but not all rappers are artists. And the thing that I think people forget, because anybody can put words together that rhyme, but everybody can't paint on silence at a level that actually thrills people.
So well said.
You know what I'm saying?
Not everybody can paint on silence.
Yeah.
What the? Okay, that's,
you know what I'm saying?
The tour? Are we talking tour?
So I definitely want to go on the road for this album. And at some point we will figure that out. I went on a tour prior with the Roots, and we had an amazing tour. That was before the album dropped. So it'll be exciting to get out on the road and to let people see this music live. I mean, just recently I did a little something at the VMA, so people kind of got a little bit of a taste of what it could be like to see LL live. I just can't wait to let people really see what I do, because it's been so long.
I think when you watch somebody, and I'm sure you're a fan of people, obviously.
Of course.
When you watch somebody that is so good at what they do, it's just you kind of sit there in awe, and it's just you can appreciate it. Like watching you would do what you do for anybody who appreciates hip hop and music in general, to watch you do what you do and all this history standing right there in front of you, it's just kind of cool.
No, and it's fun, and that's the thing, right? Like just come and have fun. My music. My records, the LL Cool J albums, the songs, the performances, it's about fun. It's about having fun. It's about, going to see some hip hop and having a good time. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I touch on different subject matter. Yes, I delve into different topics. I have to, and I think it's important because I was inspired to do so. But at the end of the day, the bottom line is you come and get an experience. You get to forget about whatever's going on in life for a couple of hours or whatever that time is, and you get to see a show where somebody really cares about putting all of their energy on the stage for you to enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And we participate together. It's not like just, me and 19 guys, and they're gambling and pushing baby strollers on the and blowing smoke, putting
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave
I know
it
exactly
there.
what you're saying.
You know what I mean? So when you come see me, you see the real deal.
Ella, your face is so famous. You are so. Do you ever have to wear when you want to be private? Do you ever have to wear a disguise? I mean, it's a crazy question, I know.
No, it's not. During the pandemic, I actually did that.
The mask or something more elaborate?
I wasn't running around in like a Albert Einstein mask or anything, but I had to, which would be really strange, especially if I shake hands with someone. But it was. During the pandemic, I had like my mask on,
the usual.
I hope that, I had the mask on and the shades and the hoodie and all of this stuff on, and I was going to like all around the inner city. I was going to projects. I was on the subway, and no security, just me. I'm on the public transportation everywhere, and that sounds like not such a big deal to normal people who do it every day.
Though.
But for me, it was like a breath of fresh air in terms of realizing how much I'd forgotten. You don't realize how separated you can be from the world. Like a lot of guys, and I could speak for hip hop, a lot of people think, just because you come from a place means you're still connected to that place. And that's not necessarily true, because you may be connected geographically or even spiritually, but in terms of your spirit and your energy, you don't know what's going on there anymore. You're separated. So for me to go and see what was happening, you forget that there are people that are dealing with danger every day. You forget that there are people that are, working and going through things that are not fancy. You forget that there are people that look at your chain and it's like 3 years salary plus a little bit of their 401k for your pinky ring. You forget about that part of life that. And a part of when I made this record, a big part of it was just, yes, I did do some of the bragging and all that because that is part of hip hop. However, I didn't want to make this record about like having more than people in just some elitist nonsense that really had nothing to do with, like Bob Marley never sung to me about how rich he was. I didn't need him to do that. That's not what inspired me about Bob Marley. That's not why Bob Dylan is cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking like a lot of older artists, but, even someone like Taylor Swift, the songs she's writing are not about that. It's about connecting with people. And so this album is really about connecting with people, you know what I'm saying, on a real level and not just being about like, I'm better than you. Because, see, hip-hop used to be an underdog music. And when it was an underdog music, then I'm better than you rang different because the context was different. But, after you pass the Grey Poupon 50 times and you drive up in 19 Rolls Royces and 17 private jets, nobody really wants to hear that.
Yeah, you're
so much.
Not the underdog. You're big business now.
You know what I mean? It's like, yo, can you rhyme about something that means something to somebody other than you have more money than me? Because, I saw your IG, bro. I know. You have a lot of money. Yay. That makes me really happy to hear. I'm really, really happy that you're fabulously wealthy. I'm really happy about that.
Thanks
it's
a lot,
really exciting.
Thanks
And by the way, my mother's really happy about that. They're really, my uncle, he loves it. So that's
you are his favorite singer.
You're his favorite by far, simply because you're so wealthy. And so for me, it was like that was the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like make an album that people can relate to. Make music that comes from the soul and touch people for real and stop. I went to the Rolling Stones concert and they're a prime example of guys that have transcended time and transcended ages. And, I'm seeing like 20-year-old blue-eyed blonde girls running around with Rolling Stones t-shirts. I'm like, I don't know what the demographics are in here, but this seems like if this is what's happening, then anything's possible. I'm looking at Mick up there singing Painted Black. I'm like, yo, this is crazy right now. This is unbelievable. So that, for me, is inspiring, you know what I'm saying, to see artists be able to continue like that. So that's what it is.
This track with Sweetie, LL, talk about it. Give me something on this thing.
Yeah. So this is about the proclivities. Like if you
is that a tough word to rhyme when you're really flowing? Proclivities.
Depends on your ability to flow.
I guess I'm not that guy.
So, if you like apple pie, then you have a proclivities for apple pie.
Oh, I love it.
So, that's what the song is about. It's about delving into that other side. You know what I'm saying? The part of the side of people that they don't talk about. You know what I'm saying?
And nice Jingling Babies reference in the track.
Oh yeah,
as well.
yeah.
So
Sweetie get a little head sprung. She sprinkled a couple of things in there.
All right, here we go.
She got creative.
Yes, she did. LL, two-part question. I don't think I've ever asked you this. What do you consider, looking back over your history of performing, your best live performance? Everything was just perfect. It was magic. And then the complete flip of that, what do you consider your worst? Everything went straight to hell.
Well, I wouldn't say my best, but I would say one of my favorites. I couldn't call it my best, but one of my favorites was when I performed at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh, of course.
Because that performance really captured the energy of what I do live, and it translated on TV. See, a lot of times when you perform, it doesn't always translate on TV. It's like hockey. You know what I'm saying? Like hockey, you could be a hockey fan. Hockey fans know. Watching hockey on TV, you're just hoping for the best, right? But when you see hockey live, it's unbelievable live. So the same thing goes with this, with me doing this. It was like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame felt like it was just out of here, shot out of a rocket ship. J-Lo, Eminem came out. It was great.
Now
in terms of the worst, probably my Grammy performance when I won the Grammy for Mama Should Knock You Out. And the reason why I was the worst is because
oh God, here we go.
my band, they decided 20 minutes before we go on stage after we had rehearsed for a week that they wanted a raise.
Oh God, no. And serious story?
Yes. 20 minutes before the performance, they decided to, hit me with the I want a raise. My dad was managing me at that time, and it was 10 of them. They got 10 individual Greyhound bus tickets. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you put him on the Greyhound. So, so now I'm out there. So when you hear this performance, they literally brought like a horn teacher and, four whatever, a drummer from wherever, and said, okay, so it's like, don't call it a come. I wasn't invited back to the Grammys. Yo, bro, I ain't go back to the Grammys for years after that. I know they was like, it was craziest. The dude, I never forget the stage manager came up to me. It was right before when he saw, I think he heard the rehearsal. He came up to me, he said, hey, Ella, how you doing? So we're going to get you on out there and get you your 15 minutes. He was talking about 50 minutes of fame. Yeah. He's like, yeah, we're going to get you out there and get you your 15 minutes, buddy.
He's like, it's about over after this.
Yeah, because it's about to be over.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it was nasty. So that was the nastiest performance. They literally we're going to need a raise. Like,
I guess after that, they did not get a raise after that.
Yo.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, shot out of a cannon.
Oh,
so
my
I went on
God.
stage with some guys, and, fire sparkle curtains, bad sound, contrived pyro. It was nasty, bro. It was, this was a rough. Yeah, it was a rough one. That was a rough one, bro.
Is it true you still have in your grandmother's basement boxes of old demos and handwritten rhymes and whatnot? I mean, is that true story?
Yes,
right?
Yes, no, it's true. It's true.
What do you plan to do something with those? Like maybe put them in a museum or
just increase security at this point because we're talking about.
Seriously. Grandma looks at it probably just as that's my
back in the
grandkids.
day, she's gone. May she rest in power. But yeah,
that's worth a lot.
I donated not donated. I loaned some stuff.
Whoa.
I loaned some stuff to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I've loaned some stuff to the Grammy Museum. I've loaned some stuff to the Hard Rock. I've loaned a few things. We'll see. I don't really give it much thought. To be honest with you, I don't even really think about it.
It's got to be seen by. That's got to be a museum. The LL, whatever. I don't know. There's something there.
Yeah,
clearly.
it could be. It definitely for those. If you're a hip hop aficionado, it's definitely grandkids gonna enjoy that one.
Yes,
Boy, boy,
your uncle's loving you for that too.
Oh, they will love that one.
The Force is out. Produced, you mentioned earlier, by QTip from A Tribe Called Quest. If you don't know, oh my God. What did he? I know he means something to you. This is a special dude. What did he bring to the album? What does he bring to you?
He's brilliant. First of all, I want to congratulate him. They got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year. So Tribe Called Quest. So QTip. But he brings musicality. He's a musician. See, a lot of times when people think about hip hop producers, they think that it's only a drum machine and only sampling. No, he's a musician. plays multi instruments, many different instruments, and he just helped me craft something that I really, really feel good about. And everything was made from scratch. We talked about it every step of the way, and we took almost 2 years to put it together to get it to a place where we really felt good about it. We didn't do anything disposable. We didn't look to do anything trendy. We didn't look to follow any trends like we talked about earlier right. in the countdown. You know, the shepherd dressing up as a sheep and crawling behind the other sheep. We didn't do none of that. We went in there and did our thing. And he brought a lens of, you know, a critical lens that I think was really, really important to me. If I write something and he didn't feel great about it, he'd make a face, go upstairs for 5 hours. You know what I'm saying? Just he'd be like, yo, look, you know what you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat. He'd look at me, you know what I'm saying? Hotel, motel. Doesn't work tip?
Yeah.
That doesn't work tip? Nah, that's not it. So we, you know, it was that kind of a vibe, you know what I'm saying? But he brought a lot of energy, a lot of positive vibes, a lot of great, he just made it what it needed to be. I just wanted to make a cool record, man. I just want to make cool music. Like, I didn't want to do nothing like, I just didn't want to do nothing corny. You know what I'm saying, Joe?
I love how you said, back to this again, you didn't follow a trend. And nothing against, like, we all love TikTok, I get it. But I could not imagine you and QTip sitting in a room going, what's the new TikTok dance trend? Let me jump on that. I just don't see that happening.
I'd rather just, you know, put my bare foot out of a speeding car and just let the chips fall where they may. Just as my foot just rubs against on the whole Palisades Parkway.
Oh my God.
Pacific, you know what I mean? Like, no, I didn't want to do any of that. If that happens, cool. But when you're making Spirit of Cyrus, when you're making Basquiat Energy, 30 Decembers, you know, Proclivities, The Force, you know, all of these songs, Saturday Night Special, you know, these songs, you know, Murdergram Do and Eminem, like when you're making this music, it has to come from a truly inspired place. It can't come from like, if it ends up on TikTok, if it ends up, great. We love that. Great. Oh, got one. Great. But but what we're not going to do is, you know, me and Tip going to be in there, you know, with matching T-shirts trying to figure out what TikTok.
LL, your left foot goes here, then your right foot goes here. LL Cool J is here. The Force is out. LL, is it true that you have some songs, and I'm a big fan of this guy, songs with Michael Jackson that are hidden away, I don't know where, and these songs, to my understanding, will probably never come out?
Yeah, they won't because they weren't good enough. Yeah, but we definitely made songs together. Yeah, we made music together. One of them leaked a while ago. It was called Serious Effect. That was one, but there was some other stuff, and it just didn't get there. You know, sometimes if the art don't get there, it just doesn't get there.
Fair enough, you know.
You know what I mean? But, man, just being able to hang out with Mike, though, and work with Mike and be in the studio with him was really dope.
Give me a quick, if you don't mind, a story with that, because you two guys together, I would, you know, it's got to be some stories with, you know, because he's such an icon, obviously. You're such an icon. I don't know when this meeting took place and whatnot, but that got to be some stories from that moment.
There's so many stories. I got some, it's so hilarious, bro.
I was in a cake fight with him once.
You was?
It Neverland 2003.
I believe you. I totally believe you.
I mean, I didn't smash cake on him, but there was a bit of a cake fight going on, and he spun around. We were on stage inside Neverland, and he spun around, and he had cake. You know, he had cake in his hand.
Yeah.
And he was about to throw cake on me, but he realized, I'm guessing, that he doesn't know me. And I said, God, this sounds so corny. I said, hit me, Mike. He goes, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. And he smashed
like a scene from Rocky.
It really
cut me, Mick. Cut me, Mick. Hit me, Mike. Cut me, Mick.
Hearing that come out of my mouth sounds so bad, but that's what I said. It was a moment, you know. So
funny. So we in the studio, and he's sitting up on the piano. He's sitting on top of the piano. I'm sitting at the piano, and we talking. And I'm like, yeah, Mike. I'm like, yo, how'd y'all do that thing with Smooth Criminal? Like, you know, when you lean in and all that. You know what I'm saying? How'd you do that? How you lean forward, you know, and get. He said, well, we brought in a shaman and we had a big ceremony and we burned candles and incense and we did a whole big ritual. I said, really, Mike? He said, no, silly. I'm like, yo, this dude has been, yo, my man had me like, just like he was on the edge of the seat. I was like really believing him. He said, no, silly. Yeah, Mike was funny, man.
Oh,
Mike
God.
was funny.
give me a couple of your favorite LL tracks, and I'm going to give you my top 5.
Okay.
See how you react, but give me yours. You love them all.
Well, no.
You don't?
No, hell no.
Give me some you hate.
Some of them trash.
Really?
Yeah, of course. A song I really, really like, though, even though it's very new, I really like the Murdergram Do record.
Something about it, right?
The Murdergram Do is dope. And it's new, so, people, you got a new record. No. I have a lot of new records. Murdergram, to me, is dope. Like, I just think it's a cool song. So that one, I like Doing It. I think Doing It is a lot of fun.
Oh, crap, I should put that in my top 5. It's not
I
in.
like Doing It.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one that most people won't even know, probably, is a song I did called Mr. Goodbar.
Yep.
Mr. Goodbar is a very cool song. So those are 3 right there that are, like, to me, are dope. But Murdergram is, do you remember first time you heard The Legend in Leather? Like, it's just, you know what I'm saying? I just like it.
All right, here's my top 5. And this is nothing new. I kept it to older stuff.
Okay.
Number 5, Jingling Baby.
Okay.
Number 4, The Booming System.
That was fun.
Number 3, Around the Way Girl.
Wow.
Number 2, Going Back to Cali. And I think it's kind of a no-brainer, at least in my brain. Number 1, Mama Said Knock You Out.
Yeah, Mama Said Knock You Out. Yeah, Mama Said Knock You Out. All of those songs are fun. A lot of them from one album, and then Going Back to Cali. Going Back to Cali was funny because the whole reason I said I don't think so is because I hated the song at first.
Really?
Yeah. I just hated the song, B. It's like it was driving me insane. And Rick was like, going back. I'm like, Going Back to Cali. And I was like, I don't think so. Rick's like, oh, keep that. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, nah, I'm like, all right, man, I don't think so.
Do that lyric again, just that little piece.
Going back to Cali. Going back to Cali. I don't think so.
It's so wild to hear you say that and watch you do it right in front of me.
Going back to Cali, rising, surprising, advising, realizing she's sizing me up. Her bikini, small, heels, tall. She said she liked the ocean. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah. And that was like that kind of like that avant-garde kind of thing, like with the lyrics, where the lyrics are real simple and moving around, and we're treating them like almost like a saxophone. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Like in terms of rhythm. You know what I'm saying? So, but a lot of these songs, it's you let the song dictate what it's gonna be, right? Like it's kind of like when you hear sculptors say the sculpture is already inside of the marble, you're just uncovering it, right? So a lot of times, especially with the songs where I write to the tracks, like I felt like Mama Said Knock You Out was in there, and Going Back to Cali was in there, and like all of those words, or I Need Love was in there, like all of that is there. You just got to uncover it.
Random. I do a lot of interviews in the K-pop space.
Yeah.
In the K-pop world, anytime somebody puts on a new song, it's called a comeback.
Okay.
Even if they put out something like a week ago, this new song is called a comeback. And you don't know how hard it is for me to keep that inside to say, don't call it a comeback.
Don't call it a comeback,
I've
bro.
been here for years.
Been here for years.
Oh, my God. That's the anyway. Any more acting coming up, LO?
Right now, I'm just focused on the Force album and the record and preparing for tour and just having a good time with that. And just want people to explore this music and enjoy the music. And then we'll see what's happening. I got, a lot of TV stuff, offers and, all that kind of stuff. But I'm really focused on my music right now. I just want to give people 100% in that area and not cheat them.
My wife was upset when your NCIS ended. She wants you back on one of those kind of one of those type shows.
That was 15 years, bro. Like, right. Yeah.
Apparently, she's a big clearly she is an
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
What else do fans need to know? Or message to fans, LO. What's old fans, OGs, day ones, new fans? Here, welcome. Message to all these fans.
Dreams don't have deadlines. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the music. You can do anything you put your mind to. When you hear my music, it's just proof that anything is possible. Because you talking to somebody that, it's year 40, and, I got fans whose introduction to me is Murdergram.
That's crazy to think, and awesome.
So if I could do this, anybody can do anything. You can open your bakery, you can open your mechanic shop, you can go back to school, you can pass the bar, you can go to med school, you could do whatever it is. You can start your trucking company, you can get your commercial driver's license, like whatever the thing is that you want to do, you can do it. You know what I'm saying?
As long as you love it.
As long as you love it, man. You can take over Dad's farm and take it to another level. You can, you know what I'm saying? If it's something as simple as wanting a new John Deere, you can get that, B. Like, it's just all about believing, you know what I'm saying, and loving it. And that's it.
Thank you for hanging out, LO.
My pleasure.
At the end of every interview, fist bump to make it official.
Fist bump.
Give me a little bam.
Bam.
Let's go.
My man.